Traders War Room wants to thank you, the viewer, for coming along with us on this journey. Please check out the description tab, as all links to the content discussed in the video will be there, as well as our social media platforms and links for online brokerage if you so choose to decide to get into the stock market. Attack, destroy, and conquer. And as always, if you're ready, follow me and let's go to war. Hey team, just wanted to highlight that we're now part of Reddit, okay? Come with us on this journey and become a member of the new Reddit. I started this group this weekend. We got 5 members so far. This is gonna be the next thing that I'm really gonna beef up with great content. So please join us on this one. Check out the description for the link. Thanks.
What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. Listen, this is your Sunday Motivator, and we got another week of great earnings come up that we're gonna talk all about. But right now, I want to give you guys a little shout out, man. Hey, I got a lot of support for this week. Listen, I'm sorry I wasn't as active with the YouTube videos and in the groups, but I had some great family events planned this week, okay? My son graduated basic training, my daughter had a band concert, and we went to Six Flags, and my other son, he had some great football things going on. So priorities, right? Family has to come first, and I truly live up to that. So I do apologize for not being as active, but you know what? You guys fully understand, and I saw some of the comments, and I saw the ways you guys were making moves and sharing knowledge, and you guys were doing just fine. So listen, come with us on this journey, okay? I got Discord, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and I just started out a subreddit, all right? So come check out the link in the description. See what's happening on the subreddit. It's brand new, so it's just started, and it's gonna keep going and keep popping just like all the other social media platforms. Now, as always, if you're ready, follow me and let's go to war.
Traders War Room wants to remind the viewer that all content on this channel is for education and entertainment purposes only. You are responsible for every decision you make within the stock market. Tread cautiously and be careful, but have fun and go to war.
All right, with your Sunday Motivator, I'm not going to waste time, all right? Big shout out to all the members that are part of the group and coming with us on this journey, but let's talk about some earnings, okay? Let's get into the earnings and see what kind of moves we got and some things that are popping off. And I'm going to give you guys a little insight into what I'm looking forward to this next week. So let's check out the earnings. Let's go.
All right, and here's your big anticipated earnings coming into this next week. Listen, there's so many companies, I cannot cover them all, so I'm just going to highlight a few of them as we're moving into this week. And I'm trying to get the ones that aren't as trendy, because you can always find information out there on the ones that are really trending hard, the Uber, the Skills, the AMC, things of that nature. So I want to hit some ones that I think will do fairly well going into earnings or long term. And so let's see the ones that I got my eye on, and then I'll give you a recap of some other ones at the end of the slideshow that I got my eye on definitely moving into this week and beyond. So first company that I have my eye on is Diamondback Energy, ticker FANG. I like this moving into earnings week. I think we're going to have a buy the rumor, sell the news type of reaction where you're going to see it spike up significantly and then drop off. But ultimately, long term, I see this continuing to make higher highs and higher lows from here. It's been beat up a little bit, but we're starting to see some rebound like we are in some other sectors, and I like this one moving forward. Next one is Match.com. Listen, online dating is not going anywhere. If anything, it has been extremely popular and has a permanent place in our society nowadays. People really enjoy this online dating thing, and this is one of the pioneers. So I see this thing crushing earnings. I see this moving on up, and they took a beating just like every other stock did in February and March, but I see these guys moving quickly back up to 174 and beyond. So keep your eye on this one for sure going into earnings. Another energy play that I like going into earnings is Sunrun, ticker symbol RUN. This thing has been beat up just like all the other ones. You know, this is becoming kind of a normal saying, oh, this stock is beat up. But this one truly, I think, is at a bottom, and it's starting to do its little rebound thing. And I think going into earnings, this thing spikes, retracts a little bit on the normal buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. But Ultimately, this is going to continue to move on an upward trend going into the rest of this year because this company is going to do fairly well in this energy sector that the Biden administration is pushing hard for. Another one that just took a nosedive and is starting to get a lot of attention is Viacom. Viacom is a beast. As you see, they were at $100, and then they got involved with that Archipelago drama, and they took a nosedive down. They've been consolidating pretty hard, and I see these guys going into earnings, making a significant comeback. So this will be one that I'm really going to pay attention to because I see these guys jumping extremely well on their way up to making $50, and then it's just going to continue on an uptrend until it reaches that $101 again and surpass it in long term. So keep your eye on Viacom. Another one that's been pretty popular here is DraftKings. Listen, I like DraftKings. I think they're going to do fairly well on earnings. You can't turn on a sports show without seeing some sort of advertisement or some sort of DraftKings logo. These guys are going to be juggernauts in this sector, and I see these guys on their way back up to that $70 range fairly quickly. I think they crush earnings. They're going to make a significant jump, probably retract a little bit, and then continue to make higher highs and higher lows on their way on an uptrend. Last one I like is Dropbox. Okay, this thing kind of took a beating at the beginning of the year, is on its way, making a rebound and kind of trading sideways. And I like Dropbox going into earnings. I think this is going to be your classic buy the rumor, sell the news. So you're going to see the spike up hard. You're going to see it retract quick. So be cautious with this one. But ultimately, I see this thing moving along the remainder of this year, continue the trek on up from here and reaching higher highs and higher lows. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to do a trendy stock, but AMC, man, it got so much attention. I figured I'd just touch base on it a little bit. You see it's consolidating hard. AMC got earnings. I don't know what this is going to do, but I have a few shares of this, about 20, just in case this short squeeze thing that you hear about all over social media ends up happening. And if I can capture this thing running up to $50, $100, man, I'm going to sell for profit and come out squeaky clean on the other end. But if not, I see this thing making some sort of jump going into earnings and then, of course, selling off after earnings. Typical, buy the rumor, sell the news. But like I said, just in case this thing short squeezes and we see a significant jump, I got some shares ready to pounce. And just for you to pause and kind of do your own DD, here's some other stocks aggregated by the price from the least to the most expensive. I like these ones, and I got these going into my watch list for earnings week. Continuation from the previous slide.
All right, so you see a lot of big companies, okay? A lot of potential out there, all right? Make sure you guys have a game plan and that you guys are sticking with the principles. Training, planning, managing, securing, okay? The 4 principles of TWR, specifically managing your portfolio and securing profits. Make sure you're doing that often this next week. There's volatile market. I don't want anyone to come out red if they don't have to. Right now, we're going to highlight one of our Discord members, okay? He put himself on a limb, he's learning, he's growing, and he decided to share. So he did his first chart analysis and shared it with the group, and we gave him some constructive feedback. But I want to highlight him because he is a true champion, a true warrior, and anybody that puts himself out there on the limb deserves to be recognized. So let's check it out right now.
All right, and without further ado, ALP0. First detailed chart analysis. How'd I do? Feedback, welcomed and wanted. First of all, let me thank you for submitting your chart analysis and putting yourself out there, okay? Not a lot of people will do that, especially when they're just starting off, and you truly are a champion. And not only that, you're allowing others to grasp off of your expertise and your knowledge and learn from you while you're learning from their feedback as well. So it's a win-win for everybody. So let's take a little deeper dive into your chart and see what you got. So I see you're analyzing CRIS right here. You had a consolidation area that you highlighted and then the uptrend going into early 2021. Next, you're talking about the bullish flag with a descending wedge, very bullish signal. I like those as well, especially when the movement and the price action inside the bullish or descending wedge is pinging off of those support lines on its way to a bottom where it's looking for an uptick, which we see right here in the chart. It does just that. Something I had never seen before, and I had to do research on my own, was an inverted cup and handle. I usually had seen it as a 3-peak or a descending peak or an M formation. However, the inverted cup and handle makes sense here. As you see, we got our 3 peaks on a downward trend, and then it comes to a bottom where it starts to do an ascend up, and you're talking about watching out for a gap down to the support line, but possible could trend up. So I like this stock moving in. I'm interested to see what this stock will do. And again, thank you for your analysis, and hopefully someone got some information on how to chart and do analysis on their own, and we can all be better prepared today than we were yesterday. Thanks again for shooting this, and I highly encourage anybody who wants to do this themselves to send it, and I will highlight you on all the social media platforms, I promise you. So let's go out there and go to war and kill it.
So I hope you appreciate what people are doing out there, okay? He didn't have to share that with us, but he decided to share that because he's part of the team and part of the community. I encourage anybody that has a skill or some expertise and maybe hasn't put it out there for other people, man, come with it. Send it to me directly. Send it to one of the social media avenues, and I will highlight you. I promise you, man, because I love it, because we are truly cultivating a shared learning experience amongst us members, okay? And that's what it's all about, so that everybody is better prepared today than we were yesterday. And I preach that all the time, and that doesn't change. Now, listen, here at Traders War Room, we look at the stock market like it's a war zone. The stocks and the sectors, those are our battles. We do it together as a team. Truly now we're starting to come together as a team more rapidly than ever, and I am excited for what the future entails. So, I say this all the time, and I truly mean this. If you're ready, follow me, and let's go to war together.